Okay, welcome to section 1.11, introducing the UI functions of the T1 library. This is a lab background lecture. It's from this book I wrote with Garbini and Devine, MIT Press, rtcbook.org. Check them out. Okay, introducing the UI functions of the T1 library. The UI of the T1 target system has two key components, a keypad and an LCD. The provided T1C library includes functions for interacting with these devices. And in lab exercises 1 through 3, we're going to start doing 1 in a minute, we will be learning to write these drivers together. In general, we will use the keypad to allow the user to enter floating point numbers, which will represent quantities like a commanded velocity of the motor, controller gains, and other user-specified parameters. The display presents the user with prompts, messages, and a user-editable buffer for the floating point number that the user is entering. In the last scenario, we will see the keypad and display must be tightly coupled to perform certain tasks. So this user-editable buffer will require that tight coupling between the keypad and the display. A call graph for the UI functions of the T1C library. A call graph shows functions as nodes in a graph and function calls as directed edges between the nodes. The UI functions introduced in lab exercise 1 have the call graph shown in this figure. The directed edges, or lines in blue, that connect the nodes indicate that one function calls the other. So double in calls fgetskeypad, it calls sscanf, it calls printf LCD, printf LCD calls vsnprintf, and putchar LCD. Reading the graph, we can see that double in calls fgetskeypad and printf LCD. So double in calls fgetskeypad and printf LCD. In lab exercise 1, we will write double in and printf LCD, which calls the other two functions. So fgetskeypad and putchar LCD are the other two functions that we're going to write in later lab exercises. So putchar LCD will be written in lab exercise 3. fgetskeypad will be written in lab exercise 2. These other functions that are in black boxes are standard C library functions that will also be called by double in, fgetskeypad, printf LCD, and putchar LCD. So these other functions will be written in lab exercises 2 and 3, so the ones that are in dashed orange boxes. For now, however, the T1C library provides them. So we're going to be able to use fgetskeypad and putchar LCD when we're writing double in and printf LCD because there are library versions of those. The T1C library has compiled versions of fgetskeypad and putchar LCD. Operational diagram for the UI functions. The top level, double in, depends directly on two other T1 library functions, fgetskeypad, which gets a string from the user's entry on the keypad, and printf LCD, which prints a string on the LCD for user prompts. As their names suggest, they are modeled after the standard library fgets and printf. So we have fgets underscore keypad and printf underscore LCD. These are our versions using our keypad and our LCD. An operational diagram for the UI is shown below. So the double in function through fgetskeypad provides the user with editable interactive number entry functionality. Remember, this is one of the things that we are required to design and create in our program, an ability to input numbers from the user. So the numbers that the user types in through the keypad come into fgets keypad, which is housed inside of double in, and fgets keypad is going to print to the LCD for the user to view. This is the functional design operational diagram. So overall, and looking ahead a little bit, printf LCD will print prompts from double in, but it will also display messages from feedback control, which will be implemented in chapters 4 through 8. So we'll come back to those aspects of the usage of printf LCD. For now, we're just going to use it to print prompts for the user interface. Okay, and finally, just the bibliography. So that's all we've got for today, and we're ready now. Chapter 1 is complete in terms of the theoretical background and the lab background, and now we're ready for lab exercise 1, which will be the next lecture video. We'll see you then.